probably be on later. And my body
Cool.
is healed. Now I can play Battlefield in peace. Zero, I don't know, cause he's not even talking, so I can't tell you.
I wonder if he passed out again.
I don't think so.
You know what's crazy? I think I was talking to Zero the whole time, but I was muted.
You know, I heard you talking on your.
Wow.
I thought you were talking to somebody else. So I was like, I don't know.
Wow. Alright, I
And he
guess
was
I
talking
gotta
for a
mute
good
y'all again.
minute too.
Yeah, I was. And Zero heard nothing.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I
I'm
broadcasted
mad.
at Zero.
No, I'm not really mad about the chapter. I'm mad you didn't hear anything.
I would be too, because it sounded like you were chatting for at least
What a
4 of
waste
my
of oxygen.
matches.
Alright, I gave the chapter a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, and I'm semi-hopeful, but you didn't hear nothing I freaking said, man. Damn. One of his questions, what do you rate it? I gave it a 4. The other question was, what did I think about the fight? I didn't. Well, the form. I liked the form, but I had a lot of problems, and well, I was just do pros and cons, I guess. Well, I like the fact that like he would get hit and like get buffed based off damage taken. That's kind of like if you play. Well, you do play Warframe. There's a Warframe called Garuda, and her ability is the lower her health bar becomes, the stronger she becomes. And she has an ability to damage herself to maximize her damage out. And I feel like her ability was just given to Vegeta practically, which I think is cool. But what I didn't like was that
I see a new LR coming.
he would purposely allow himself to get hit when he was dodging and blocking and all of that in the first phase of the fight. When he goes into the new form, he just disregards like everything, and he was already strong enough to freaking beat down Granola. Had he just, not been so reckless, I feel like he would have won. And had he not
Typical Vegeta move.
talked and explained things, which is fine, but I would have preferred him explaining it the way he did to Goku Black. Like when he was punching him to death while talking to him, but beating him into the floor. Like I was expecting something like that, but nah, he just stood there. Then he just stood there and got hit with all these moves. And I think what would have made this form better. Well, before I get to that, I didn't like the fact that all he really did in the form was throw punches and kicks. I was expecting him to use Hakai as a shield. I was expecting him to like shoot out Hakai like Topo did, but more destructive. And instead, it was just punches and kicks, which I thought undersold the form. But what I liked about the form was just how savage it was and how brutal he was when he would do these attacks and how sadistic he was, kind of like a Kimpachi when it was like, yes, hit me again, And I think would have made it cooler. I would have just took back everything I said about Hakai if he would have got like a hole blasted through his stomach, and when he would have just started laughing, and then Granola would have went up to him to like hit him with that Neji attack, and then Vegeta would have just powered up a little bit and like disintegrated Granola's hand upon impact because Hakai was around his body, and Vegeta would just be laughing and continue to fight while Granola has one arm and Vegeta has a hole in his stomach, and as Granola's beating up Vegeta, he's just, going through it, just going in, just totally drenched in blood. He beats Granola. I think that would have been beautiful, but it's like to only take a few ki blasts and just be exhausted already. It's like really? I didn't like that. And then it seemed like the last attack he did was like a spirit bomb Hakai, which I thought looked lovely, but it was like, oh, Granola, he unlocked his Sharingan full. He unlocked the second eye of the Sharingan. It was like, really? Shouldn't Hakai just still disintegrate this attack? Nah, it doesn't. I don't even know what happened with that explosion, but then he's on the floor. I'm like, oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me, son. Like, there's no way. He's already tired. It's like, you gotta be freaking kidding me. I'm like, all they had to do was have him use Hakai more crazy than Topo did and keep the same brutality. They could have started it out the same way with the punches and kicks, but just add more gore. Have Vegeta get his arm broke on purpose and laugh and just start beating Granola with his broken arm. And then get a hole busted through his gut, and then just beat the piss out of Granola while bleeding all over the place, telling him about how he got true power. You know, that would have been. Yeah, it's like, really? Come on, that's garbage. It's like, that's garbage. Like, how are you how did you practice using Hakai the entire 8 months or whatever it was? And then you only use 2 Hakai attacks against a nigga like this. Only 2? I don't even remember the first one. You said he used 2. I don't even remember the first one. I only remember he had Hakai when he first transformed, and then all at the end of the fight when he was gonna blow up the planet. That was it. It was like, bruh, you couldn't do it. You could have blocked all those attacks with Hakai, but you just was like, nah, I appreciate the damage. And I like how he fought. I like how he fought like that, but I feel like because he didn't take Kenpachi levels of damage, it kind of undersells how much he can take in the form. Oh, okay. So I guess he did use it as a shield, but just to headbutt him. Like, why not just tackle him and just disintegrate him with a bear hug or something? You know, like, it was just so much I thought he was gonna do. So what I had said that you didn't hear was maybe this is the Omen form of his Hakai. So it's like this is like his Omen, his Ultra Instinct Omen, and he has to, when he goes into the perfected ego, which sounds so stupid.
Does he have the tattoos like Topo did?
When he goes into the perfected Hakai, you know, then he can like manipulate his Hakai barrier like Gaara does sand or something like that, you know, instead of just punching and kicking. It would make him more deadly. Like, you gotta run away from every little stream of his energy the whole freaking fight, and then you can't really risk physical contact. Like I felt like that would be dope, but it was just like, nah, punches and kicks. Yeah, no, that name is whack. Maybe you know what it is? Maybe it sounds cooler in Japanese. Maybe in English it just sounds stupid, but in Japanese it sounds a lot cooler. Because that is disappointing to me.
Cooler, I really think
extremely disappointing to me, if I'm being honest. Extremely disappointing to me. But I mean, I really feel like it was bad writing. And I mean, they could have did the same thing in a different way, but still have him not tired. Because what's the point of using a form like that if it doesn't allow you to take absurd amounts of damage? And I didn't feel like he took any type of damage beyond basic Dragon Ball Z damage. He didn't take anything ridiculous, like, you know, like anything I mentioned, having one of his arms blown off and just laughing and crap. I feel like that would have just made the form just dope. And then you know, if he like powers up, he can kind of have a small version of healing or something like that. Being able to like take ridiculous damage and then not be a Kid Buu with it, but slowly heal, like over the course of the battle. Like it forces you to want to just try to kill him as fast as you can, but his body's durability is higher, and then he gets stronger. So every attack you do is like it's almost like Yeah, I think that would have been cool, but I didn't like that. I still like the look. I love the look. I love the look. I love the new attack. I like the way he fights, but
What if
he should have been allowed.
what if that's his baby? What if that is his baby?
That's what Dark said. What if that's his baby? I mean, that's what Dragon already said. What if that's his baby?
Yeah, I mean, like, but what if his ascended, his master,
yeah, right? I feel
god of destruction form
he didn't
look
really
like
use the Kai the way he should have, in my opinion. Which kind of
what
made
if his
me
master god destruction form look like Super Saiyan 3? Hold on, am I muted on him?
I still like the form.
Dragon.
I'm just hoping that moving forward,
Dark said, "What if that's
is more integrated into it?" Or, I guess moving forward, if he could do all of that already, there would be no way to make the form more badass moving forward. Maybe down the line they can do what I said, but I still would have preferred him to win this fight regardless of that. But but I was not 100% disappointed with the chapter. It wasn't as bad as I expected, like I said. The name was an absolute disappointment, though. I already gave. I lost all faith, Zero. From what I'm hearing, Zero, they're barely. Wow. From what I'm hearing, Zero, they're barely gonna be in. The movie's gonna focus on Pan, and it takes place after this, it seems, because Pan is older and all of that. So it's like, well, if you want, you could tell them, yeah, but it looks like it's gonna focus on Pan, Gohan, and Piccolo. It doesn't look like it's gonna focus on Goku and Vegeta. And if Pan is the focus, I don't know what the. I think this movie's gonna be a lot more lighthearted. Like how the Broly movie was all intense. I think they're not going for an intense movie this time around, from what I was told. So I don't really expect them to have that brutal form in this film, sadly. Why the hell can I not kill this damn flying bot? Oh, because somebody joined this freaking mission that's stronger than me, so all the enemies are stronger than they should be. If you're talking about Black Panther, yeah. Any more DBZ questions before I unmute everybody?
You know we can still hear you, right?
I don't think you can.
Alright, I'll invite you after this mission. But any more DBZ questions before I unmute?
This is stupid. That moment, I'm just waiting for him to hit that unmute button.
Thank you, Zero.
Wow. Maybe he should turn his freaking sound up then.
I said can, not can't. Yeah. Anywho, Dark, what's up? Me and Dark heard you the whole time.
I was actually asking questions or mentioning stuff too, but it sounded like I was muted, but me heard your voice.
Wow. How's that even possible?
I even asked the chat, am I muted?
I saw that. How are you even hearing me though, Dark?
We both heard
you.
How?
I don't know. It
Wow.
probably has to go as we have to mute you for you to not hear
No,
us,
he has to mute
or vice
us.
versa.
I did.
Oh, I don't know. PlayStation probably updated. Hell if I know.
That would be weird though. It's like if you mute somebody, they can still
Is that
hear you.
Rob? Is
Yeah,
that
that doesn't make any
Rob?
sense.
And
Yeah.
I said something like, "What if that's his baby form, but his
And I had said that's what
full
Dragon
fledged?"
said.
Yeah, but we're like, what if his full fledged God of Destruction form is like Super Saiyan 3 with purple hair, and he has the tattoos?
They don't. The dude doesn't like drawing Super Saiyan 3 here, so he's not gonna really do that
Wow,
Which is corny in my opinion.
because that's like my favorite form.
it is
That's how come. That's how
corny.
come it went
Yeah.
from like the hair things to colors, because he
He
doesn't like
hates.
drawing the
Yeah.
wild hair, and that's how come the new character had that long hair and then he cut it.
I mean, you can always have somebody else draw it.
This is the new guy that's drawing it too.
Didn't Akira Toriyama hate drawing Super Saiyan 3 also?
Yeah.
I guess
That's how
everybody
come.
is
That's how
drawing
come. Even
Super
when you
Saiyan
see it, it's
3.
only for a short period of time, and then he doesn't really do anything in the form, and it's gone.
Well, there is the magic of CG.
They're doing now with the new movie, but it's not going to focus on Goku. It's not going to be as serious as the Broly movie was, from what they're saying about it.
The irony.
Rob, I heard you, man. You buns.
Focusing on Goku.
Apologies for spoiling Potato, because I don't know why
Yeah.
it didn't mute. Should have said something.
I was saying something. I thought you were
did.
just ignoring me like everybody else likes to.
Nah, because I told you I was gonna mute you.
Eh,
So that means that you heard the whole thing when I was watching.
No, I didn't hear that. That's the whole
See,
thing.
that
We
doesn't
didn't hear that.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Then.
But if you're talking about did I hear you in person, yes.
I mean through the mic.
No, I didn't. Alright, I'm about to get on Battlefield. Rob, you want to join me? Dark. You playing the Avengers? I'll play. What time is it? I do have to eat my rice soon.
I just got a fresh batch of milk, so I'm more encouraged to get a cereal bowl.
Well, Dark, you can do whatever you want to do then. I guess we could wait.